Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now guys, if you were watching the NFL season opener, you already saw something that's bound to have Steelers fans talking for a long time. The Steelers kicked off their 2025 campaign with a dramatic win over the New York Jets, a game that kept everyone on the edge of their seats until the very last second. And what made this game even more intriguing wasn't just the fact that it was a close 34-32 victory, but the storylines that unfolded amid the chaos. We saw a game that was almost like a chess match between two teams who have been through a lot this offseason, especially at the quarterback position. On one side, you have Aaron Rodgers, the veteran quarterback who, after a career full of highlights, decided to take a new challenge with the Steelers, leaving the Jets behind. And on the other side, it's Justin Fields, the talented young quarterback who was traded to New York and was eager to prove himself in his new environment. What makes this game so fascinating from the Steelers' perspective is not just that Rodgers managed to lead Pittsburgh to a win, but how he performed under some serious physical limitations. That's right, Rodgers, who's known for his precision and ability to escape pressure, revealed after the game that he was dealing with a back issue that affected his mobility. Now, if you've been following Rodgers throughout his career, you know how important mobility and quick decision-making are for him, especially in a system that relies heavily on timing and quick throws. But on Sunday, he admitted that his back was tight, and that impacted his ability to move how he usually does. He said he ran into 1 or 2 sacks that could have been avoided if he had felt 100%, and that's not something we're used to seeing from him. This opens up a lot of questions about how sustainable Rodgers' performance will be as the season progresses. It's no secret that the Steelers' offensive line has been a topic of concern since the offseason. Many analysts pointed out that Pittsburgh's front line needed improvements, and early signs suggest there's still a work in progress. And now, with Rodgers himself confirming that his back was tight, it raises the question, how long can he keep up this level of play if he's battling physical issues? Because let's face it, Rodgers isn't getting any younger. At 41, every hit takes a toll, and the NFL's brutal schedule doesn't make it easier. And speaking of aging quarterbacks, we can't ignore what Steelers legend Ben Roethlisberger had to say about Rodgers' situation. Roethlisberger, who knows a thing or two about playing behind a shaky offensive line, voiced some concerns during a recent interview. He said, "I'm very encouraged by the way Aaron played, but my concern is, moving forward, can Aaron take a beating like that every week? Not at that age." And he's right, if Rodgers can't stay healthy, if his back continues to bother him, it's going to be a real challenge for the Steelers to keep this up throughout the season. The quarterback's health is the key to their success, and with a line that's still finding its rhythm, it's a delicate balance. Now, for Steelers fans, this game was a reminder of how important every piece of the puzzle is. Rodgers' leadership, combined with the resilience of the team, especially on defense and special teams, showed that Pittsburgh is still very much in the hunt. But it also highlighted some vulnerabilities. The offensive line, which struggled at times blocking for Rodgers, needs to step up. If they can give him the protection he needs, and if Rodgers can stay healthy, the Steelers could be in prime position to make a deep playoff run. But if injuries pile up, or if the line doesn't improve, we might see a different story unfold as the season progresses. And let's not forget, this season is loaded with storylines. Justin Fields, for example, showed flashes of what made him such a highly touted prospect, but he also faced pressure from a Steelers defense that's looking to bounce back after some inconsistent performances last year. The NFC North has always been a tough division, but the AFC North is shaping up to be even more competitive this season. The Bengals, Ravens, and Browns all have their own stars and strengths, but the Steelers, with their revamped roster and a quarterback like Rodgers, are definitely aiming high. Now, talking about the Steelers' roster, it's worth noting that they've made some strategic moves this offseason to bolster their squad. The addition of Rodgers was seen as a bold step, but it also came with high expectations. Fans are excited because they see a quarterback who still has elite talent, even if he's battling some physical issues early in the season. The hope is that with the right support, Rodgers can adapt to this new environment and lead the team to victories that matter in December and January. This game also served as a reminder of how unpredictable the NFL can be. A game that looked like it might be a blowout turned into a nail-biter, and the Steelers managed to come out on top, thanks to a combination of grit, talent, and maybe a bit of luck. The Jets, with Justin Fields at the helm, showed that they're not going down without a fight, and it's clear that both teams have a lot to build on. But for Steelers fans, what matters most is the outlook for their team. Is this just the beginning of a promising season, or will injuries and inconsistency challenge their chances? That's what everyone's asking right now. Looking ahead, the Steelers have some tough matchups on their schedule, and the key will be how well they can integrate Rodgers' playmaking ability with the team's overall game plan. The offensive line has to step up, no doubt about it. If they can protect Rodgers and give him time to throw, the Steelers will be a tough team to beat. On defense, Pittsburgh has always been a force, and with players fighting for their spot and looking to make big plays, they could become one of the league's most feared units again. Special teams, too, will play a crucial role, especially in close games like the one against the Jets. And let's not forget the fans. Steelers Nation is known for their unwavering support, and after a game like this, the excitement is palpable. Everyone is buzzing about what this means for the season, about Rodgers' health, and about how the team will evolve over the next few weeks. The city of Pittsburgh is buzzing with optimism, but also cautious optimism, knowing that a lot can change in this unpredictable league. But one thing is certain, the Steelers are back in the conversation, and they're here to contend. So if you're a Steelers fan, keep your eyes on the team's progress, stay tuned for updates, and support your team through thick and thin. Because if the season continues like this, with drama, resilience, and a bit of the unexpected, we are in for one of the most exciting NFL seasons in recent memory. The story of 2025 is just beginning, and Pittsburgh is right smack in the middle of it. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Rodgers' performance and his injury concerns? Do you believe the team can overcome these hurdles and make a real push for the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the Steelers spirit alive.